Woo, man. I think we got away with one, bro. I think I think we got away with one. Shh. We had to tiptoe out of look. I had to tiptoe out of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I think we might have got away with one, bro. What's going on, man? Hope everybody out there is doing good tonight. For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Kuntry. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach that loves to sit around and talk about sports. Look at here, Bo. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us, and we definitely and greatly appreciate it. First of all, if you're watching the show after we've gone live already, make sure that you put a what in the world, Bo, in the comments. If this is one of those situations where this is your first time chilling out with us, make sure that you hit that like button and share the channel with your friends and family. If you don't want to miss us in the future, you're just new to the channel and you like to sit around and talk about sports like us, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Man, so first of all, I'm gonna let y'all know something. I still got a headache. Blood pressure got ran up during that game today. So if you see me squinting, that's just because the light is so sensitive to my head. I still got a headache. So, just want to let y'all know. But I've been asking y'all something, Bo. How about them doggone Falcons? How about them Falcons, Bo? Now, y'all know, first thing I gotta do, I gotta show love to everybody that's showing love to me. So, Josh Allen, boy, he better be careful. He playing a dangerous game. I gotta show love to everybody who's showing love to me. Joseph Thornton, what in the world, Bo? He said, I drunk all the ale to get through overtime. Good win. Good win today. D Flow, what's going on, Coach? He said, I talked to you after the game. Much love to you, Coach. Much love to you. I appreciate you. And I definitely enjoyed it, man. I definitely enjoyed getting a chance to see you. Nate Bill says, Cool is the best kicker in the NFL, and congrats. I hope y'all win the division. Man, shouts out to you, Nate Bill. I see that your boys looking like they trying to do their thing out here. They finna go up 27-10. They just went up 27-10. ATL Skate Man, what's going on? Raymond Elder, what in the world, Bo? Yes, got that W. John Higgins is in here. He said, look, man, yeah, we got him. It wasn't pretty, but I'll take it. Yes. Foxstar Falcon says, them Chargers, they're going to get beat too. Hey, look, we got to take it one game at a time. One game, one win at a time. ATL Skate Man says, old news. Man, oh, yeah, we already knew the writing was on the wall. Like a Destiny's Child album from Matt Ryan. We already knew. Ghost Peppers, what in the world, Bo? We have a horrible execution problem on defense. If the Falcons want to get serious about the pass rush, it's going to take much more than hoping they draft adequate players. Bo, you ain't said nothing but a word. That's something that we're actually going to be talking about today. Coach Watts said, what's good, Coach? Big Low, we had some luck on our side to come out with that win. Yes. So Matty goes with the first Superman chat of the night. That's that. Da-da-da. That's a Superman chat. He says, great win. Dean P seems lost at times. Our defensive tackles are absolutely atrocious, with the exception of Grady, Horn, Graham, Abdullah, Anderson, Pure, Pew, Boo Boo. Graham, he got bullied over on one TD. Ah, man. Once again, da-da-da. That's a Superman chat. But, man, this whole defensive situation, Coach, like a Dusty Rose promo, Bo. It's hard times. I'm gonna tell you something. It's not just the defensive line. It's the secondary. In the back. We hurting as well. Silencer says, "Yo, Big Low. That was probably the craziest Falcons game I've ever seen. The one in 2018 with the Saints was crazy. Too, but we lost that one. Man, it was. Man, I don't know how many of y'all are older R&B fans, but I'm going to tell you something. That right there took me back to that old Vivian Green. That right there took me back to that. Emotional roller coaster. Watching the Falcons ain't nothing healthy. Hey, boy, I was sitting there. At one point in time, I was just sitting there like this right here. They're like, "You okay, coach?" I'm like, "Hey, I don't know how to feel. I don't know if I should be happy, sad, or what." But man, it was crazy. Mudbone, good win. Young King says good win. 330 says good to link up with you today, coach. By any means necessary. That's right, coach. That's what coach told me. He says by any means necessary. Hello, that's what he told me right before we kicked off. He had to go catch up with old Andre Rison. I told him, I said, hey, Andre Rison, he a friend of the family, I said, oh, Dre, a friend of the family. He had to catch up with old Andre Rison, Michael Haynes, and Terrence Mathis. So but yeah, man, it was definitely good to link up with you, coach. I definitely enjoyed it. Mr. TR says, your BP, I had to turn the channel, Bo. What the world? Oh man, Matty Go says O-line, running backs, wide receivers, special teams A+, defensive end B-, cornerback C+, defensive tackles pure unadulterated F, no doubt about it. Goodness gracious. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Unadulterated. Man, boy, that's rough. That's rough, Bo. That is rough. John Thompson, he's chilling out with us from Facebook. He says, "Look, we're not healthy and still first on a rebuild year. You got to give them that." Monty Cushington, what in the world, Bo? Did everyone have their heart meds handy? Hey, look, I had to go hit up Coach Willie Dopp. That was a few sections over. I said, "Hey, Coach, you got any nitroglycerin?" Because my fingernails looking blue. I don't know. So, reason I say this, I met Coach Willie Dopp today, and Coach Willie Dopp said, "Oh yeah, I practice." I was like, "Okay, believe that, Coach. Definitely. As a matter of fact, with Coach Willie Dopp with the Superman chat, he says it was a great win today. Or what made it more special was getting the chance to meet you in person and shaking your hand. Hats off to Arthur Smith for having his team still believing they could win when the fans gave up." You said a mouthful there, Coach. You definitely said a mouthful there. And look, I gotta give you that. I gotta give you that special. Because that one over there, dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Appreciate that, Coach. And it was definitely great to meet you as well, Coach. I definitely and thoroughly enjoyed it. Black doctors matter. That's right. So Coach Willie Dopp, he makes a really good point. So I was actually watching my homeboys one time for the fan. Shouts out to them. They were talking about whenever the Miami Heat, Ray Allen hit the shot in the corner. Apparently Heat fans gave up on them. That's not a big surprise. They were bandwagon fans to begin with. But he said Heat fans gave up on them and they left the arena. And then whenever Ray Allen hit the shot, they were trying to come back in and celebrate, but they wouldn't let them back in because once you leave, they won't let you back in. And I'm gonna tell you something. Whenever I was sitting down there, y'all seen the video, a lot of the seats were empty over on my side. And then whenever they went overtime, people come shuffling back down. They're making the reverse walk of shame. I'm like, no, don't come back now. We good. What y'all was saying in Atlanta when I moved here? We full. No, don't try to be coming back now. But yeah, Coach Willie Dopp, you make a great point. With that. Coach Molly Miles says, Big Low, you dance like Usher Raymond's cousin, Crusher Raymond. What? The hate is real, boy. The hate is real. Man, St. Doug, he says, man, that was a good game. That was too good of a game. It was too suspenseful. I would have loved to watch it with involving other teams, not with my team. It was too much over it. Coach Rhodes came pick me up. I got in the truck. I was like, I'm just wore out, Coach. I told Coach Rhodes it felt like I played in the game today. That's how spent I was. It was crazy. Raymond Elder, he says, hey, man, touchdown to DJ Moore was atrocious and unacceptable. I was completely speechless after that. Man, boy, we got so much to talk about. It's like we're going on a month-long vacation, guys. We got a lot to unpack. we got a lot to unpack. Chris Blackshear says, ugly win, pretty win, don't matter. Give him the lowdown, Bo. You already know what we going to do. Let me give you the lowdown.
It's like that thing going around on Instagram, TikTok. People like,
a win is a win. A win is a win. Don't matter. A win is a win. Oh man, Coach, let's get it. Says, glad we got the win, Coach, but we got very lucky. Carolina's kicker choked not once, but twice. So I was listening to Homeboys one time for the fan before the show, and they said, you know, they were like, who gets the game ball? And they said, one guy in their section said, you know, thank God gets this game ball. But this game ball goes to God. Do you believe in God? Oh man. D Flow says it was an honor to meet you and to be on your video when you was live. Much love. Definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah. D Flow, he was in the video. Tyler Russell says, what's up, Coach? We were lucky. Well, okay. So first of all, let's start from the first quarter, right? First quarter, Atlanta Falcons, we come out. The first drive was only 2 plays, right? It was only 2 plays. John Top said, God. The first drive, it was only 2 plays. We run like a play action bubble screen to Kyle Pitts. He bobbles it, he drops it, can't catch it. You know, everybody, all the Falcons fans that were watching were sitting here saying, oh man, this is actually rough. because it's one of those cases we don't know how many passes Kyle Pitts going to be getting. So we was like, oh, they throw the cow. Oh, it was yeah, exactly. That was it. He might get one more. But, you know, in Kyle Pitts, he had a really good game. You know, 5 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Really good game. But the thing is, next play, and everybody was saying, because we were saying this, especially after last week, we said, look, Coach, just let Marcus Mariota play quarterback. If you want him to be the quarterback, let him play quarterback. So we took the shot downfield. First drive. We didn't get it. Interception. I'm not mad at it. We threw 2 interceptions today. They were both on deep shots. I feel like Marcus Mariota is trying to recreate the magic that he had last week. You know, have you ever known someone who's successful doing one thing one time and they always try to go back to the well? I used to do that when I played basketball. One time I played me and my friends, I was like 8 years old. Right? And I did like a little move. I did a step back Steph Curry before anybody knew Steph Curry. I took a step back, put the ball behind my back, like 35 feet away from the basket, chunked it up and made it. You know, out of nowhere. Just chunked it up and made it. Little Michael Jordan, right? Then, that whole week, that's all I thought about. I was like, man, boy, next time I get them boys out there, that's my move. Did it 15 more times, never hit it again. That's kind of like Marcus Mariota. You know, he hit that deep shot to Demir Bird. The first one, the thing is, I can't even put it on Marcus Mariota, because the thing is that as long as we're taking those shots and stretching the field, we're giving the defenses a different look. I'm perfectly fine with that. Marcus Mariota, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I'm fine with that. We know that he's not the best arm. He doesn't have the best arm talent. But at the end of the day, you at least got to give your playmakers a chance to make plays. And you did. Kyle Pitts. makes a catch, juke somebody, breaks a tackle. He going up the field like 30 yards. That's what we've been looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Y'all know the brat JD. Well, a lot of y'all might not know. That's what we're looking for. So that being said, after we threw the interception, it was a little bit of a defensive struggle. At the end of that first quarter, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If you would have told me that the score would have been 34-37, I wouldn't have believed it. I wouldn't believe it. If you was man, what's the main character's name in Quantum Leap?
Oh gosh, I don't remember.
Man, I can't remember. But yeah. If you were Dr. Beck in Quantum Leap, but you came to me and said, "Hey, coach, the score is going to be 34-37. We're going to win in overtime," I would not believe you, because at the beginning of the game, nobody was scoring nothing. Beckett, yeah. Jermaine Simmons said this was a heart attack game for the ages. Yes. Brian People says my hairline went back another inch, bro. Monty Cushing says this is the Mariota we need going forward. Beyond 2 ill-advised turnovers, yet we need to get healthy fast. Hello, dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Yes, we do need to get healthy, and I'm glad that we got this win because we needed it bad. We needed it bad. Even though we were on top of the division, we needed to win more than anybody else. You know, but the thing is, oh, okay, wait a minute. Molly Mall talk about breaking news. The Saints are back. Hello, Molly Mall. Did you have on a parachute when you jumped off that cliff the other day? Because you we were finna have services. Hey everybody, Molly Mall jumped off the cliff. Y'all check up on him, make sure he's doing okay. You know, they said he jumped off the cliff naked. They didn't see no parachute or nothing. Saints can get a win, and then now Molly Mall, here he is, driving the bandwagon. I hear you, Molly Mall. I hear you. But the thing is, guys, is that okay. Let me ask y'all this. Let me just ask y'all this. First of all, Coach Arthur Smith, he made some calls that I didn't really appreciate or enjoy, but I respect it. You know, everybody gets set in their ways. I respect it. So with that being said, which side of the ball do y'all feel like needed to? Should I even say which side of the ball? I'm not even gonna say that. On defense, what do y'all feel like needs help the most? Do you feel like the pass rush needs help the most, or you feel like the defensive backs in the secondary need the most help? If you feel like the pass rush needs more help, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like the secondary and the coverage needs more help, put a 2 in the chat. Because this is obviously a problem. this is obviously a problem. And you know, what's going on, Coach Ron?
Let's get it, Sarah. He didn't get his dunk and un dance on his Superman drop.
Oh, he didn't get a dunk to dunk. Oh, he had $9.99. Man, you know what, Coach? Let's get it. See, I normally do the Superman dance after it's over $9.99. But since you called me most of the time on Sundays, and I ain't get a chance to talk to you today, I'm gonna do this especially for you, Coach. I'm gonna do this especially for you, right? So look, he said, glad we won, glad we got the win, Coach. Glad we got the win. He says, but we got lucky. Carolina kicker choked not once but twice. So that's that.
Icebox. So cold. I'm so cold. I'm so good.
Dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat.
First of all, that was the best move in music video.
That was the best move in it. No.
It was so good.
No, it wasn't. The best move in music video history was Usher, You Got It Bad. That was the best move in no. That's the best move in music video history.
Michael Jackson.
Or the lean, yes. That's the best move in music video history. Dylan Brown, he says, ran into you walking into the game tonight. Big fan, man. You the man. Hey, you the man, bro. You the man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
He commented on the video too.
They sure did. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Dylan Brown. Much love to you, coach. ATL Skate Man says over 100 watching. Y'all hit that like button. Look, if you're relieved, y'all heard how my voice cracked a little bit because I feel like I've been through a traumatic experience. If you're relieved that the Falcons won today, make sure that you hit that like button. Oh man. Let's see here. So let me get to the votes. Let me get to the votes to see what everybody's talking about. Molly Mall talk about he was talked off the ledge. I had to talk you off the ledge, Molly Mall. I said, look, there's a lot of ball left. Go ahead, Coach Roddy.
Granddaughter said if you want to know if Big Low is wearing pants, that's a $35 check.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Might be a little bit more than $35.
Let's hope ain't nobody got paid yet. Because y'all get me kicked off YouTube. Mama Country told me never tell no lies. Oh man. Coach Dre says, Coach, aka beloved. They be back ready to jump off the cliff when Baltimore Ravens do to them what they did to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers next week. Hello. So Willie Dopp, chosen one. They say that it's the secondary. They say the secondary, it definitely needs some improvement. Coach Dre, he's going with the pass rush. He thinks the trenches need to be fixed. Silencer, Coach Willie Dopp, and Mr. TR, they all agree about that secondary. Timothy Allison, 3 Duddy, Matty Ghost, they said, hey man, we need to get after the quarterback. Chosen one says they were getting toasted all day. Man, cinnamon toast crunch, bro. Cinnamon toast crunch. Brian People said we need to get after the quarterback. Different time at 57. I think this is my first time saying you. Welcome to the stream, family. Excuse me. Him and Drez, they feel like the coverage needs some improvement. Mr. CDX says first half play calling was bad. Yes. We were on the struggle bus, but we found and righted the ship though, right? We know what one thing I always say, man, these boys, they fight, I mean, I know I say it every week, man, but these boys fight. You got to give them that. JJ the Great says 3. He got to go for both. He said he just said they all down bad. Oh, Slick said they got to work. They got to get after the quarterback better. Joseph Thornton, he says coverage. Dre says both. But the thing is, guys, is that PJ Walker threw for over 300 yards on our defense. PJ Walker. PJ Walker, yeah. PJ Walker. PJ Walker went off on us. Willie Osborne says the coverage, Antoine Wartime, Jermaine Jonigan, they feel like it's one of those cases where the pass rush. Now, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and guys, I'm gonna go ahead and give you my vote as far as all of this goes. I think the coverage needs to get, first of all, shouts out to Cornell Armstrong for standing up the way that he did, because they were targeting him, they were peppering that young man, and they see him as a weak link. He gave up some plays. He definitely gave up some plays, but he stood up on a lot of them. But for the simple fact that my pass rush not only got you a turnover, but also got the touchdown all in one play, I gotta give them the edge in this situation. So I gotta put it on. I think the coverage, the secondary needs the most help. Iceman, he said both. Everybody said both. Everybody said both. Jermaine, Nathan Floyd, they're saying both. Now Slim, he said in the coverage. I think I gotta go with the coverage. Jonathan Rozier, he thinks the pass rush. Ty Dollar says the coverage. Smokey Sinatra says, look, it's one of those cases where he's thinking 1 and 2, Mr. CDX. He says 2, please, coach. I gotta go with the actual coverage, because the thing is that if you think you're gonna run up against a young man named Justin Herbert and you're gonna hold him to under 300 yards, you got another thing coming, Bo. You legit got another thing coming. You're not gonna be look, Justin Herbert. Now, I heard that Michael Williams, he left the game earlier today. So, I mean, we don't know who's going to be playing, but Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, Everett, they got a very dynamic tight end. If you think that you're going to run up against some young Thundercats over there and, you're going to hold them to under 300 yards, I got a bridge I want to sell you in Iowa, oceanfront property. I need to sell you in Iowa because, look, it's not going to happen, Bo. It ain't going to happen. In the words of smart guy, don't hold your breath because it ain't finna happen. Tay Neal said, started from the bottom, now we're here. First in the division, Bo. First in the division. Now, I did want to ask y'all. So we talked about the defense. Let's go ahead and talk about the highlight play of the day. Mr. Lorenzo Carter. This is the Carter. Mr. Lorenzo Carter came in. So, if for everybody who didn't see it, I'm just going to explain what happened to you. Rashad, he said, we need pass rush ASAP, Bo. We need a little bit of everything. It's like, whenever you cook them eggs, you just don't need salt, but you need pepper too. You need a little bit of both. You just put pepper in them eggs, they taste funny. You just put salt in them eggs, they taste funny. You need a little bit of both of them, Bo. But the thing is, Lorenzo Carter, Panthers ran a screenplay. Ran a screen. We were coming in on the blitz. Lorenzo Carter and Walker were coming in on the blitz. Walker, he came on down. Lorenzo Carter, he actually stopped, read it. P.J. Walker tried to loft the ball over him. He tipped it, caught it, took it to the house. Very, very athletic play. Very, very athletic play. The Benz went crazy. And for that play alone, I got to make sure that I gotta give it to my pass rush because they gave you 7 points. That was a potential point swing of 14 points in itself. So if they didn't make any other plays that whole day, I got to give them that. Dylan Brown says, I told you I'll be watching. he says, make my work day go by. Keep it up. And the overalls were on point. Well, thank you, Coach Roney, for hooking old coach up with the overalls.
So, Little Black Falcon, we got a couple of people acknowledging that they gave up on the team. Little Black Falcon said he left the game when there was 29 seconds left and missed all the excitement. What in the world, Bo?
Man, you left with 29 seconds left? No, coach.
And AEM 1031 said, I turned the game off before Carolina missed that field goal. I didn't know the final until 10 minutes ago. I thought it was lost.
No, coach. Man, you got to ride it out, coach. You got to ride it out. Sometimes things do fall in our favor sometimes. So, as tough as it was to watch, I could definitely see why you went ahead and said, hey, you know what? I can't take this no more. Y'all can have it. Because I see a lot of people walking up the steps. A lot of people like, yeah, I can't do this, coach. I'm like, wait, where you going? There's still a ball left to be played. No, we're not giving. We ready. You the swag surfer. So look, the crazy thing is that I think there were like 2 minutes left whenever we were up. Everybody, Big Tigger, all right, guys, y'all know what time it is. It's time to swag surf. I'm like, look, There's 2 at a time on the clock. Like after DJ Moore didn't catch that pass on like 4th and 18, then Tigger, all right, guys, we going left, right, left. I'm just sitting there like, y'all can swag whatever y'all want to. I ain't doing nothing. They even catch me on camera and they'll be like, oh, Big Low. Oh, man. Y'all are crazy. Jared J says Hawkins, Terrell, and Conscious Patterson should be back next week. He didn't say Conscious Patterson. I just put that on there. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. I'm hoping that all 3 of those guys come back. If they do, that would definitely help us. ATL, and he says Demir Bird is a little cheater. Now, I don't know if y'all remember this. Whenever I went to training camp, I told y'all the guy that I'm most excited about on this offense, the new face, is Demir Bird, because he was making plays in training camp. And the play that he made when he caught the ball on the dig route, then reverse field and just ran through the teeth of the defense, I was like, I've been trying to tell y'all. This dude is a beast, you know? So it's looking like he's starting to become Marcus Mariota's new favorite guy. Ghost Pepper says, I made a mistake insulting Joe Carter by calling him Michael Walker on the interception. No, he didn't, bro. Brandon Levy, he said a little bit earlier, he said, wait a minute, I seen a unicorn sighting. Like, wait a minute, do you believe in unicorns? That's what I said in the stands. Kyle Pitts caught the touchdown. I looked over to the guy next to me. I said, hey, do you believe in unicorns? Because I just seen one. He wasn't a pack mule today. Oh, man. Look, Coach Rona said, make sure that y'all hit that like button. He said, if you hit that like button for me, she'll bring me a little bit of, it might be water, it might be moonshine. I can't tell you what it is. But she said, if you hit that like button for me, it might be water. AEM said, love you guys, man. We ain't got nothing but love for you too, my brother. Definitely. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, because the conversation consistently has been, the conversation has been about Marcus Mariota, right? It was Marcus Mariota B-Day today, if y'all didn't know. They mentioned it a couple times at the game. But the conversation is being about Marcus Mariota and his performance. And on a scale of 1 to 10, what would y'all give Marcus Mariota? Like, as far as how well he performed today, what would you give him? I mean, they did what we wanted them to do. We just wanted Mark. Thank you so much. The day has come full circle. The day has come full circle. Look here. I'm going to go ahead and give the disclaimer. What's in my cup is in my cup. It might be water. It might be moonshine. But if you see me smiling, that just means I'm happy to see. Oh, yeah. That's that show now. Josh Allen just threw a pick. Goodness. That's another one?
You just threw one not 2 minutes ago.
Man, he pulling that DJ Khaled. Another one. Sheldon Brown, my bro, he says, what in the world, bro? The Falcons, they trying to upset some people. Not trying to get that number 1 draft pick. No, man. We trying to get the number 1 draft pick. We trying to make these playoffs, bro. Trying to make these playoffs. That's what it's about. We trying to make this playoff run. Shouts out to my homeboy Sheld, man. My homeboy Sheldon. So I asked everybody, I said, what grade would you give Marcus Mariota? What grade would you give Marcus Mariota after this performance today? Between a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give him? The whole situation. Oh, yeah, we get AJ. Hopefully we get AJ back. Those hamstrings, they're tricky. But, look, you can get Cordero Patterson back. But, we just wanted him to play quarterback. We didn't want him to be protected. right? We didn't want him to be protected. Just go ahead and be yourself. Go ahead and be yourself. But that's what we wanted him to do. We understand you might throw some picks. We used to that. Matt Ryan throw picks all the time. That ain't nothing new.
That's true.
We go into the game, be like, well, Matt, he good for a good one.
Yeah, as soon as you see the first interception, like,
yeah, like
one more.
At least it was early. That's what you think. You like,
Time to make up.
like. Look, at least it's early. Oh man. Who that for life? He says, rise up, Bo. You just spelled it wrong. He said, who that, Bo? What's love to you, man? Much love to you. I see the Saints got their W today. I see that. It don't matter. I still gonna have a brother against those Falcons sooner or later. The pain is coming. Bo. Y'all got away with one last time. But we finna bring it to your front door. We finna kick your door in. Like the Amazon Prime man. Oh man. Tyler Russell said he'll give Marcus Mariota a 6. Okay. Molly Mall, he said he'll give him a 6. Raymond Elder said he'll give him a C. Brandon Levy said he'll give him a 7. Okay. Jalen says he'll give him a 5. My homeboy ATL Faithful's in here. He said he'll give him a B. Okay. Joseph Thornton, 7. Silencer, 7.5. Will Amy says he'll give him a C. Dres said he'll give him an A+. A+. Man, Dres done got naked for Marcus Mariota. What? Mr. T said he'll give him a 7. Chosen One says he'll give him a 10. Even though he had 2 picks, he was still clutch. Okay. I can respect that. Brian People said he'd give him a 7. Okay. The Digital Parent said he'd give him a 7. Michael Lucas says Panero and PJ and more was sighted at the Greyhound station. Man, look. They ain't gonna let that man fly home.
Fly home on any plane.
That's rough right there. They at least put him on Spirit. Different time of 57 says he give him a B-. Will Amy C+. Matty Go says Mariota, I give him a 7.5. D Flow says he give him an 8. It's the play calling. I agree with you. I agree with you. Jermaine Simmons, JJ the Great, Mr. CDX. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I'm gonna give Marcus Mariota an 8. I'm gonna give him an 8. Even with the interceptions. Like at least you're threatening downfield. Juan Solo TV says he give him a B. Little Black Falcon says he give him a 8. Even the fact that he gave up an interception, I'm gonna tell you, I'm giving him an 8. I'm giving him an 8. Coach Wallace says I give him an 8. Granddaughter said that's a big cup. Oh man, Ghost Pepper says, Coach Lowe, I understand Jared Bernhardt is injured as of now, but before that, question: why is Arthur Smith giving him reps over Brian Edwards? I have no idea, Coach. I thought Brian Edwards was going to come in and be that guy to come in and make those clutch catches like he did for the Raiders, but he ain't done it. He ain't done it. I think they targeted him one time today. So it's tough. It's tough. Why? He says, I turned the game off after the interception. It was a pleasant surprise to see that we got the W. Hey, I understand, man. I understand. Coach Rona says we have all different. Yes, we got a mason jar for any occasion. Do we have a measuring cup, Coach Rona? We just use mason jars, right?
Sometimes I do have measuring cups.
We just don't know where it at. I know whatever I cook, whatever I made my Cajun chicken Alfredo the other day, I just used the mason jar. So yeah, it's a lot easier. Chrissy Lewis says 7. Fran Chisel says 7. Yeah, so I mean, I would legit give the young man an 8. I would legit give him an 8. So moving forward throughout the game, the Falcons, they led for most of the game. At one point in time, they were up 13-14. And, they after that in the fourth quarter, we just went back and forth. We just went back and forth. So Coach Podger said, just realize you were on, Coach. What did I miss? What in the world, Bo? Uh-oh. Better be careful, Coach Padre. Coach Roddy go jump on you.
I already noticed.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Man. But yeah, I mean, we went back and forth. The thing is that Dante Foreman, he really ate us up. Like we had a lot of trouble stopping him on the ground. And once again, the Panthers, I'm not knocking the Panthers at all. They played a complete game. And they put themselves in a position to win up until their kicker missed the kick. Our kicker made the kick. Coach Ronnie said, hey, Coach, you need to show Young Wei Koo some more love. I said, you know what? You're right. It's just one of those things as a coach. You're just looking at the game and, you're just thinking, okay, your kicker is just supposed to be there when the kicker is supposed to be there. But Coach Ronnie, she's right. You need to show Young Wei Koo some love. The best kicker in the NFL? Is that too? I know a lot of people get naked for Justin Tuck, but I feel like that's more of an aura around him than anything after he made that extra long kick. But I mean, I think Koo's the best kicker in the NFL myself. I mean, that's just me. I could be biased because I do have this patch on my chest, but I think he is. I mean, and it showed how important it is to have a good kicker because we seen what Carolina's kicker did. We seen what Carolina's kicker did. So, hey, I mean, shouts out to Young Wei Koo, man. He's always there. Like, always there when you call. Always on time. Gave you my. Come on and get a piece of this. Okay, all right. You gotta play the first part to it. I know I got a lot of things I need.
We're good. No verse.
Because I came. All right. Trail Hatch says every time y'all break into our front door, we slamming in y'all faces. He said y'all gonna leave with heartbreaks. Boy, I tell you.
Every time I've been to New Orleans, it's been open arms.
Open arms of much love. They just open the door, just let us in. Like, come on in here, baby. Hand us a beignet, baby. We'll take that off your hands, though. Uh-oh. Aaron Rodgers just threw a touchdown.
Get it. I like a little celebration there.
Yeah, a little jig there, did. Dylan Brown, he says, rewatching the game now. It goes back to act like you've been there. DJ Moore ain't it. Oh, man. Man.
Wow.
Oh, man, that's rough. Well, I wanted to ask the coaching staff about that. So, do y'all feel like DJ Moore should have gotten in trouble for taking his helmet off? Because, I mean, at that point, he thought the game was over. Like, if you feel like DJ Moore was wrong for taking his helmet off, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like, you're just showing pure emotion after making such a great play, especially after dropping the pass on 4th and 18, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know. Coach Padre says, hey, Coach Low, Mariota played with some resilience today. He says, call him the Ocho because I'm giving him an 8. Okay, so we call him the Ocho, his old jersey number. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh man, yeah, I gotta give him an 8, Coach Padre. And I was asking everybody from a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give Mariota? I gotta give him an 8 because it's one of those cases where I understand. Look, at the end of the day, just don't play scared. There were some times where he legit looked scared. But he still, it's like he was like, okay, I can't mess up. I need to go ahead and make a play. I remember one time he climbed he felt pressure on the outside. He did the appropriate thing. He climbed the pocket, and then this guy legit pump fake to the sideline. He could have ran for the first down. He stopped right before the line of scrimmage. He pump fake to the sideline, and then he decided to run. Didn't get the first down. Like, that was weird. it was just jittery and jerky. Like, just have some control. Relax. You heard what Aaron Rodgers said. RELAX. Relax. Oh man, Ghost Pepper says that penalty on Felipe Franks was hilarious. He can't even flop right. Franks thought he was in the NBA. He was pulling at LeBron. Every time LeBron flops, I like to think he's making a noise.
Oh, yeah.
He flops. Every time LeBron flops.
He actually does make that noise.
Like, well, Brian, you all right? Chosen One says their kicker is in the dictionary for choking. How do you miss on the 15-yard line? Oh, man. Joseph Thorne said the Panthers kicker was the best player on the Falcons. Brian People says, coup behind Tucker. I'm just being real. I mean, I understand that. I understand that, man. I'm a person that says cool is elite. Ernest Wright says Will Lutz is better than cool. What? Ain't nobody worried. I don't know about that one, boy. I don't know about that one. Oh man. Uh-oh, we got Herschel Walker in here.
Show us your badge, Herschel.
We got Herschel Walker in here. JJ the Great says, man, that door in New Orleans, it was open last year. Oh, Coach Padre says, Coach Lowe equals broken rule, not Ja rule. Wow. Volleyball says, Coach Bridget said 2 words on Facebook that y'all can't believe. She said, who that? Wait, what? Coach Bridget done jumped sides on us. Oh, man. Well, hey.
So there's a little bit of rumbling in the chat about Dean Pease.
Oh, really? What?
We're just wondering about his play calling and wondering if he still has it.
Ooh, man. Well, you know what? We're going to get to the Dean Pease section of this show in just a minute. I want to know. I asked for the votes as far as like, what do y'all think as far as DJ Moore taking his helmet off? And I said 1 if you feel like he deserved the penalty. Wait a minute. Yeah, 1 if you feel like he deserved the penalty. 2 if they should have let him get away with it. A Bunch says, look, he deserved it. Tyler Russell said, let that man celebrate. Sanchez says he deserved it. Silencer said, let him celebrate. Jermaine Simmons says he deserved it. Man, it's kind of 50-50, Coach Ron. It's kind of 50-50 what I'm seeing here. I'm a person that says, yeah, he deserved it. Chosen One says, let him celebrate. Tyler Russell says, who cares? It's a dumb rule. I mean, there are liability stipulations out there. So, like, I don't know if anybody's seen the video over the weekend where the 2 offensive linemen, one offensive lineman came off the field and they just scored a touchdown. And you know how you headbutt somebody. Well, whenever he headbutted his teammate, he didn't realize that his teammate didn't have a helmet on. So he headbutted on. Those helmets and those pads, they're hard. Like, so somebody's out there with their head exposed, a whole bunch of people jumping around, celebrating. Somebody could get a tooth knocked out. Somebody could get a concussion, or, you know what I'm saying? Something can happen to you. So, yeah, I mean, it's, you got your liability reasons. New Rock Prep TV says 2. JJ the Great says 2, but I'm not complaining. Oh man, Dred says 1, but the PI that wasn't called was B. Oh, we're gonna talk about that. You got so much to talk about, so much to unpack. We're gonna talk about that. Brandon Levy says free Calvin Ridley, Bo. So for everybody who don't know this, Cordell Patterson was on the sideline with a free Calvin Ridley t-shirt on. So, disclaimer, I don't know if, I don't know if that means anything or, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Coach Padre says 1, but a reluctant 1. Coach Dre says 1. Coach Wallace says 1. The rules are the rules. And thank you. Thank you, DJ. Hello. That's right. Willie Osborne says 2. One thing about that Coach Ronnie will tell you, Coach Ronnie, tell them how I am about rules.
Annoying. An annoying stickler for rules.
If this the rules, this the rules. We ain't changing.
I clearly don't like bad boys. Golly. It's so annoying. I'm telling you, it's annoying.
This the rules. What are we doing? You gonna create your own. If you want to change the rules, then you need to create your own little thing. That's what I'm sitting here like. The rules are here for a reason. We think we smarter than the rules now. So, Coach Rody, could you highlight the comment that they're saying about Dean Pease? Oh, you ain't in there? Okay. Master Up Podcast says Saints 0-1 here, man. What a shutout we pitched today. Saints got a W. It's kind of like my daddy used to say, monkeys do fall out of trees sometimes.
I watched that game.
You watched it? What you think about that game, Coach Ron?
Raiders looked lackluster.
It looked lackluster?
They defeated after the first quarter. It was done.
Wow.
They looked terrible out there.
Man.
Terrible.
So
Saints had that game won quickly.
I mean, if I was the Saints, I wouldn't really be trying to trade Alvin Kamara because this division race is still tight. I mean, the guy came out and scored 3 touchdowns for you after not scoring at all so far this season. So he said he wanted to stay in New Orleans. I think that was his way of saying, look, this is where I want to be. Rodney Hill says, I can still hear that thump of the goalpost when Lutz missed against us. I can still hear it. Oh man. Let's see here. Bottom boy Phelps says, imagine year 3 of Arthur Smith Falcons. Whoo, man, look, it might be something legit. Let's see. Now, Monty Cushion, he says, I'm not going to lie. Mariota will be tested next week with Bosa and Mack. The Vibes will need this money next week. Year 3, next year, third stringers look like Pro Bowlers. We're gonna get tested on the offensive and defensive side of the ball next week. We can enjoy this win now, but I'm hoping that coach is looking at opportunities. I'm hoping he's looking for opportunities rather than successes. The last time we went up to the suites and drank the beer after the game, we got our backs blown out the next week. So I'm hoping that coach ain't in too much celebration mode. But look, Monty, that's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh, man. Dre, what's going on? Dre, true statement. What in the world, Bo? What in the world? Keelan talk about Coach Lowe go 55 on 285.
No, that's what he do. So I asked the driver, what's the speed limit? Yeah, but what's the speed limit? Slow down. Oh. He's a little bit of a rebel. He'll go 58.
I go faster than that on 285. I don't know what you're talking about. I go faster than that. 55 on 2. Shoot. If you're going to make it out, you better not. Yeah, you're right. I had to learn. I this ain't going to work. In the words of Bible Country, you know what? This ain't going to work. I gotta get on it. Deshaun says, "What in the world, Bo? This team fight to the end. Ye get some. Yes. This team fights. This team fights. So, oh, wait a minute. Sanchez says, I'm coming to the Bears game. Coach Sanchez coming to the Bears game. J Maul, what in the world, man? What's going on with you, Bo? So let's talk about Dean Pease. Let's talk about Dean Pease. Have you ever had a newer model car? I'm from a small town. I'm from a small town where you have specific people to do specific jobs, right? You got your one hardware store, you got your one funeral home. Everybody knows that you go to this funeral home. Everybody knows that you go to this hardware store, right? You got your one mechanic, and it's literally under a shade tree. that one mechanic in town. So if your car tear out, to be like, hey, you need to take that thing to Mr. Andrew. He'll get you right. Right. But have you ever so I took the car to the shade tree mechanic. It's a newer model car. Say, hey, Mr. Andrew, this car is doing this, and this. Can you fix it for me? He's like, man, you know what, young Thundercat, this car is too new for me to work on. I can't. Ain't nothing I can do with this thing. These newer cars, boy, shoot, you could barely get in there to do anything with them. It's like, I mean, man, all these computers and stuff and all that boopity. I was like, okay. So you can't fix it? That's Dean Pease. That's Dean Pease. That's Dean Pease. Like, hey, Dean Pease, like, we're getting gutted through the air. Like, how are we gonna fix this? Oh, we just gonna keep doing what we've been doing. Like, wait, what? Well, let me tell you a story. Back in 1972. Like, wait a minute. It's 2002, Coach. I mean, 2022, Coach. Well, look, back in 1972, this is how we fix this problem. And football is still football, young man. Like, okay, I hear you, Coach. But they doing some different stuff now. All this old boopity rub route stuff and everything. I don't know what y'all got going on. Like, can't you fix it, Coach? This too new for me. No, this too new for me. They talk about like the mad scientists. The mad scientists, they go in and they have all of these weird concepts and they can create these monsters. Meanwhile, since they haven't been in contact with civilization in so long, they're still using dial-up internet. They're still using dial-up internet. But the thing is that, Dean Pease, he said that he's opened up his playbook. I think a lot of it has to do with the injuries. I think that this, to a certain extent, this has showed that on the back end of our defense, we're not as deep when it comes to depth as we thought we were, right? With Casey Hayward and AJ Terrell going down, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I'm surprised we didn't give up more yards. One time for the fans in here. What's going on, Bo? Much love to you, man. Willie Doc says, so what does Arthur Smith legitimately say to Coach Pease as the head coach? Well, see, that's the thing. It's like anybody who's had so if you ever had a sales job and your sales manager calls you, he don't really tell you how to fix it. He just says you need to fix it, right? He just says, hey, and that's how it is in the coaches' rooms. You got a head coach. Like, for me, I was a D-line coach, right? And defensive coordinator. We get good at, whenever we have our coaches meeting, at the Mexican restaurant. I'm eating chips. I'm like, man, I don't know what happened, Coach. They just Coach said, bring more queso. Let the queso flow. But Coach, he's like, well, look, you need to fix this. Like, what? Come on, Coach. We can't give up 42 points in the game. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here like, have you seen these boys we got? I'm giving them insurance peanut butter sandwiches twice a day to put some meat on their bones, Coach. They wiry, but they small. But the thing is that, so whenever the coach comes to you, the head coach, he's like, hey, we just fix it. Every now and then he'll chime in and say it's something that we need to do. But most of the time he's giving you objectives. So he's saying, hey, we need to get off the ground more on third down, because I want to make sure that we really hold the time of possession. Right. So, you're just trying to get, you're just trying to work towards something. It's one of those situations. Desmond Washington, he's just in here laughing. J. Maul says, I have a feeling Cordero will be back against the Chargers, but not AJ. Man, those hamstrings, Bo, they rough. They rough. Coach Keeline says, he says, good seeing you pregame, Coach. All black with the mask, but I'm the first to give Peas all the smoke. But he's been playing with some struggle players, not struggle players, struggle players. He said he been trying to coach up some struggle players. Dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Yeah. Coach Keyline, he was he chilled out with me a little bit before the game, pregame. Coach Dre says, Coach Low, this sounds like a personal experience. Yes. Yeah. Huh? Oh, where's that? Is it before that one? I must have missed it. Oh, okay. My bad, Molly Mall. Molly Mall says, Big Low, you know that you don't drive fast. Even the old lady be honking at you to get out the way. Molly Mall, you keep that hate out your heart. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I drive my truck, I just be styled and profiled. I be riding around. I cut the speakers up, especially when I ride around town. I cut the speakers up. I just be styled and profiled. So I definitely don't drive now. I drive Coach Rona. I be cutting it out, hitting the gas. I take the truck, nice and lightly. Old Country. That's the truck's name, Old Country. Dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. But yeah, I am a stickler for rules. Like if we go do something and it'll be like, okay, guys, so these are the rules. Like this is what the rules are. Like, the rules are here for a reason. That's why DJ Moore, he got flagged. Those were the rules. Downside Georgia boy said, I hope I'm not too. Nah, Bo, you right on time. Coach Ghost Pepper says, Dean Pease, we're just going to contribute a 3-man pass rush to apply pressure on our depleted secondary. That's all we're going to do. It is what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, man. Tyler Russell says, dial-up internet is the best. I missed the noises.
You missed the 10-minute wait.
Man, boy. Don't call.
And don't answer the phone.
Don't answer
the phone because you got to start over.
That's it. J Ball says, y'all realize that if the refs didn't bail Brady out against us, then they had the last 6 games in a row now. Yeah. That Brady game, but in a to a certain extent, it's one of those situations where it kind of lit a fire under this defense. Under this team, period. We got a chance to refocus. Coach Waller says, but Coach Lowe, it's not all peas. because when he calls man defense, we get beat, and if he calls zone defense, we get beat. So what else can he do? Like, what else is there to do? You only got two options in coverage. You can run zone, or you can run cover 6. You can run half zone, half man. You know that. I mean, that's also an option as well. But the thing is that, I mean, for example, whenever you look at that whenever you look at that pass to DJ Moore, there's no excuse there. There's no reason that should have happened. Y'all realize who was back there, right? Whenever DJ Moore caught that pass, Rashad Evans, our worst cover linebacker. Why was he back there in the first place? I do not know. And the safety on DJ Moore, like, why is that the case?
You want to go into that a little bit? A couple of people were saying, talking about who was covering him.
Yeah, like it shouldn't be. And I feel like we were running like a form of Tampa 2 prevent defense, and we all know the prevent defense prevents you from losing, or prevents you from winning. So it's like, in that show, you get a chance to have DJ Moore go up against a safety. A safety is a safety for a reason. They don't have the best ball skills. Rashad Evans, he's not a good cover linebacker. He doesn't have good ball skills. So, you know, that you put him in a bad situation, you know. So once again, Dean Pease, he's like, hey, you know, I only work on cars 99 and older. That's all I work on. Like, wait, 22 years ago, Coach? Kevin Solomon says, what in the world, Bo? Marcus Mariota was slinging that thing today. Just a glimpse of what our offense can be. Going to be scary once we get it full strength. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Yes. Once we get the full strength, if they continue to let Marcus Mariota play quarterback, it's going to be scary. It's going to be scary. And this is why we were saying, hey, like, if you're not going to let the guy play quarterback, just put Desmond Ridder in. Just put Desmond Ridder in. Why? Like, is it a situation where you just don't trust him, or what? But we finally got a chance to just see him just play quarterback, just play the quarterback position. And this offense took a whole nother step. The offense was successful. They were getting the job done.
Rodney Hill said P's got a Model T.
P's got a Model T. That's rough right there. Little known fact, one thing that a lot of people don't know, the Model T actually had wood furniture in it. The Model T had wood furniture in it. And crazy thing, one of the first business partnerships that happened was with Ford and Kingsford Charcoal.
Wow.
Because the leftover wood from the Model Ts was used for Kingsford Charcoal. Yeah, a little known for that. That's something that only barbecue heads know. But yeah, the Model Ts, they had wood furniture in them, and they just needed something to do with the leftover wood. I think Kingsford, I believe that was Henry Ford's brother-in-law, if I'm not mistaken. And so they made the Kingsford charcoal, and you know, they made charcoal with the leftover wood. Yeah.
After you, Coach Dad.
Oh man, Dre says, "Look, man, Pease is doing what he could do with what he got." I mean, that's true. That's true. You know, it's kind of like what my brother say sometimes. He's like, "Look, man, sometimes life is like a boo-boo sandwich. All you want is more bread." That's one time for the fan says, Falcons have another tough task at 5:00. But putting 37 in the bins. You are 3-1 at home. Big win over the Chargers on Sunday. Man, I'm hoping that you're right, Bo. I'm definitely looking forward to it. We got to get this win because we got to keep this lead up over our division rivals. Beating the Panthers, that's a great thing. First of all, I don't know if y'all had a chance to see the show. You know, the Panthers, they got the new life now. You know, they beat Buccaneers. You know, Rashad, he came in here all happy and bubbly. Like, oh, man, Coach Lowe, we got you. We're going to beat you. I'm like, hey, Sean, calm down. Like, oh, yellow. Yeah, I got new energy now. Yeah, we're gonna beat you. I'm like, okay. All right, here's your ball. Oh man. Man, y'all are crazy. But yeah. And as a matter of fact, I want to let y'all know Thursday at 8:00, you can actually check us out. Thursday at 8:00, you can actually check us out because we're having the round table. NFC South roundtable Thursday at 8:00. So make sure that y'all are there to check us out, man. We're gonna have a good time. Because last time we had the roundtable, everybody said we were gonna be last in the division. Started from the bottom, now we here. Look, y'all make sure that y'all hit that like button, man. If you're happy that the Falcons won, make sure that you hit that like button. Also, if this is your first time chilling out with us, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. Let them know. Big Low Kuntry. There's old country boy that loves to talk about sports, and they have a great time while they're doing it. Tell them to make sure that they come over and chill out with us. And if this is your first time watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Coach Roddy says, man, Low know his cars. Big Low, Ford dealership coming soon. Yeah, we do. We do love the Fords. Oh man. Yeah, we got to get that pressure on Justin Herbert. Got to get that pressure. Kevin Solomon says those vehicles were breaking wrists back in the day. Cars weren't meant to be arm crump. Oh, Ghost Pepper says, Coach Low, your brother is right. Our defense is a turd sandwich. Just not a soggy one.
Oh my gosh.
He got that from Major Payne. Remember?
That.
You're still a turd sandwich. Just not a soggy one.
All right, so you said the next thing you were going to talk about was that missed pass interference call?
Yes. 1,000 times yes. So I need y'all to let me know. 12 seconds left in the game, fourth quarter. Well, from 12 seconds from what we thought it was just going to be 12 seconds left in the game. We threw a pass to the Mere Bird. Was that a pass interference? If you feel like it was a pass interference, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like, hey, it is what it is, put a 2 in the chat. I want to know.
Oh, you just gave your super chat.
Uh-oh. Don't beat me up, Coach. DB was listening. He was like, why I oughta. Kevin Solomon says, hey, Lo, I was behind enemy lines on the Carolina podcast. I felt like I was at a funeral. Oh, man. It was that rough over there, boy. Man, that's rough. Wait a minute. So Dean Pease, he says, hey, you whippersnappers. Hey, you whippersnappers. My grandkids said,
You gotta read it. Read it, old man.
DB said, hey, you whippers. Hey, you whippers snappers. My grandkids said y'all was slandering me. If I was 127 years younger, we'd take it outside.
Check it outside.
Oh man, I go outside and I drag you, and then I go back in the sock hop. Like, wait, what? Oh man, y'all are crazy. Hey, Mr. Pease, I'm sorry. Ain't nothing but love. We ain't got nothing but love for you, Mr. Dean Pease. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chant. Why I oughta. DPs, he watched the Bugs Bunny cartoons premiere. Y'all remember cartoon? DP like, oh, that new Bugs Bunny coming out. Man, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Coach Grandizer says 6 more likes to 100. Please get the likes past 100. Yes, definitely. Make sure that you hit that like button. Help push us out in the algorithm through the YouTube universe.
Grandizer said, "Get off my lawn."
Fire Lab Studio says Big Low Kuntry Ford has a nice ring to it. Sounds good to me. As long as I can drive all the Fords I want. Fire Lab Studio, Cool Beans, Zoo Evolve, they all agree. They said, yeah, that was a pass interference. Coach Dre says, pass interference all freaking day. All freaking day, beloved. Hello. False start Falcon. I am a person says the defensive back push to the right, giving Bird no chance at the ball, and he didn't turn around and look at it. Jay Black says, yes, that was a pass interference call. Francisco says, no, Panthers fans are weird. I just don't know. I couldn't listen to their podcast. They very strange. Man, see, at the stadium, it's like, it's crazy because, you know, normally, like, if you play in a division game, it's like, you know that there'll be a little bit of going back and forth. It wasn't none of it. They were just sitting there. You know,
they were real crazy last year, though.
Oh, they was?
You remember?
I mean, it's like,
they were talking a lot of trash.
So I always like to. So whenever I sit down, I always like to pick one that I talk trash with. You know, and like there was this guy behind me, like he was talking some trash, but he wasn't really doing too much. It was like, okay, I was like, oh, all right, I guess this is just that kind of party, you know. So, but hey, it's one of those things. But look, if you want to listen to a good podcast, you need to check out Panthers Nation podcast. They got a really good podcast, very informative, very informative. Fire Lab Studio says, one, heck yeah, that was a pass interference. Dre, Coach Padre, they all said it. It was a pass interference. Well, Amy said, oh yeah, on that Hail Mary pass. It wasn't even a Hail Mary. We just threw a 9 route. Brand Chisel, Mr. CDX, they all agreed. That was a PI. It was a PI. Definitely. The kid, he came in, he just said, rise up. Dre said, Dean Pease is hot. Dean Pease is hot. Oh, man. Like, man, you're going to make me get my blade off of my Shifero and really go to work on you. Like, okay. Oh, man. Yeah, so I think we can all agree. That was a pass interference. I don't know. It's like, did the referees try to get it? Did they not like that we were talking bad about their homeboy from the other game or something? Because that was egregious. And the whole time, I was sitting there thinking like, man, we can't lose 2 games like this. We can't lose 2 games like this against division opponents. I can't go my whole offseason thinking, man, we lost 2 games, you know, because of the referees. That's what I was sitting there thinking the whole time. One time for the fans, I can't wait to see the Madden update for the Falcons this week. Oh, yeah, the arrow is trending upward. Mr. CDA said the water's kicking in. He said, look, man, what's in my cup is in my cup. It might be water. It might be moonshine. But if you see me smiling, that just means I'm happy to see you.
Guess what?
What's that, Coach Ron?
You have 107 likes.
You have 107 likes. Do your dance, Big Low. Do your dance. Turn that thing on. Thank y'all so much for hitting that like button for Old Country Boy. I definitely appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate it. Coach Tony Wright said, what's up, Low? Well, a win is a win. A win is a win. But it's got to stop these teams coming back on us. Comeback happens against the Atlanta Falcons more than any team in the NFL. Just look at it from 2016 to present. I mean, I don't see where there's a lie. I can't see where there's a lie. Raymond Elder says the Model T cars must have been good fire starters. I can pretty much guarantee you they weren't too they weren't too safe. They didn't come with multiple airbags. And if they did, if there was a spark in there, it's gonna do its best dog impersonation. You know what dog impersonation is, Coach Ronnie? It catch on fire, it's gonna go woof. Take care, man. Take care. Wait a minute, is this Drake? Take care, man. I know you've been hurt by someone else. I'm sorry, y'all. That's one of my favorite songs. I'll take care of you. I'm sorry. Take care, man says, I sent you and Coach Ronnie the Superman money because it's cheaper than therapy. And the only reason I need therapy is the Falcons. So y'all make it fun. Well, look, Coach. Look, I'm glad that we're your therapy. I'm hoping that you having the chance to enjoy the show. I definitely do, because look, after games like today, you asked Coach Ronnie. I was tired. I was emotionally tired. I felt like I played in the game. The last time I felt like that was I didn't even feel like that the Saints game this year. Last year of that Washington game. That's whenever I felt like that. It was like me and Coach Trey, we went, and I was just like, first of all, there was a fun fan base to jog back and forth with. But I mean, I was just emotionally tired after that game. I mean, it was the ups and downs. Vivian Green, emotional roller coaster. Yeah, it was tough. But take care, man. I know you've been hurt. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Much love to you, family. Much love to you. I hope that I hope that we give you the therapy that you need. ATLGA Faithful said, man, the rest forgot we were the home team. What in the world? They forgot we were the home team. Now, granted, they tried to make up for it. They got so I don't know if y'all noticed, after that call, they called like three calls on Carolina back to back. First of all, they were holding multiple times throughout the game, but they weren't calling it. All of a sudden, they want to call the block in the backs and everything else. I'm sitting here like, we don't even want that. We shouldn't even be playing anymore right now. You sit here, you didn't call the pass interference call. That's the call we wanted. You know, the rep was like, hey. We determine the outcome of this game. Like, no. Mal says he hit the Falcons beat the Saints button. Oh, dear. Oh, man. Jamel says, Coach, you trying to be funny, but you're not. Jamel. Jamel said, Coach, you try to be funny, but you're not. I'm sorry, Coach. I'll stop. Raymond Carter says, Coach Big Low, we ain't seen you in a ref uniform lately. You know what? Coach Ronald, she was asking for Big Ref Country the other day. I said, what you want to see Big Ref Country for? I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? I like that whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Oh, man. Fred Chisel says, Lonzo Too Tall Carter need a big contract. Keep him. Hello, he's a dog. Yeah. I mean, I think you need to keep him. He'll be a good rotational piece if you do get a guy that's legit, or a couple of guys, because Arnold Ebiketie, he's only going to get better, you know. So, I mean, if you do get somebody else, you'll have that outside linebacker role taken care of for years to come. Because Carter, he's still young. Miss CDX says, when I leave the game, I have stupid, dumb, nasty headache. I be having headaches too. I thought it was just me. It might be because I be yelling so much. That might be what it is. That might be what it is. Coach Dre says, Coach Rona says she like a man in uniform. There you go. Hello. Terrell said, go to bed, Coach. He said, Coach, let's go to bed. Terrell said, go to bed, Coach. You tripping, Coach. You need to go to bed. It's hard for me to go to bed whenever, we got this win. And we just showed fight. The Atlanta Falcons just didn't give up. It's like we can sit here and say, hey, we got lucky because he missed the kicks. But I was watching our line and I was saying, hey, I legit think that this is one of those cases where whenever we were trying to block the kick, we just put so much pressure on the kicker. He felt it. And shouts out to everybody that was at the game who was making noise in the crowd. I feel like the crowd factor affected the kicker as well. So, it's one of those situations where, I don't think, to a certain extent, I don't think it was luck, guys. I don't think we were fortunate. I think that, it was just, we had home field advantage. Chris B says, rumor has it, the Panthers are planning on widening out their uprights for Pinero. Will still shank the kick. And right now, Dean Pease is on eBay trying to get a replacement handbrake. He's trying to get a replacement handbrake for his Model T. Y'all ain't finna keep picking up my defensive coordinator. Y'all ain't finna keep picking up my defensive coordinator. Brandon Little says, hey, Big Low, we got the win. Shouts out to Cool. Definitely, man. Definitely. But yeah, look, knee piece. I feel like it's just one of those cases where he's just kind of stuck in his ways. Think about it. How old is Dean Pease? He's in his mid-70s. Do you legit think that he's going and looking at some of the new tactics and some of the new schemes that some of these defenses are running nowadays? Think about it. Or is he saying, well, look, whenever I won this ring here with the New England Patriots, this is what we did whenever we didn't have, as much talent in the defensive backfield. This is what we did. Like, okay, that worked for that team, but this is a different team, Trendy Clark says, what in the world, Bo? Just then, what did I miss? Man, we done talked about everything. we done talked about everything. So we talked about Marcus Mariota, finally letting Marcus cook. We talked about how we legit came and we still won this game based on how bad the defense was playing. And we talked about how Dean Pease needs to adjust to the current times as far as play calling. And somebody said Dean Pease drove a Model T. So we talked about a little bit of everything. What'd you say, Coach Ronnie? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were telling me. Coach ATLJ Faithful, he says, Coach Low, do you like the whole round the world motions we running on offense? Oh, okay, those round the world motions. I like it to a certain extent. I feel like it's giving Mariota some options. We're throwing to the flat a little bit more. I just need him to throw the ball. I feel like if you get those guys sucked into the flat, you will be able to take those shots a little bit more. But to a certain extent, it's just getting the ball in the playmaker's hands. So yeah, I'm not mad at those round the world motions. I'm not mad at them at all. Look, if it's gonna help us diversify our play calling, I'm all for it. Coach Wallace says, Coach Lowe, sometimes it's not bad to have a little luck on your side, because that's what it was. Oh man. Man, that's look, it be like that sometimes. It be like that sometimes. Coach Grandizer says Atlanta Falcons 2022 November schedule. Looking ahead, Chargers, at the Panthers, Bears, then at the Commanders. So that's the schedule moving forward. You can't take no win for granted. This is still the NFL. All of these guys get paid an exorbitant amount of money to play ball. So we got to come and we got to make sure that we do it every week. Is that game over, Coach Ron?
Yeah, it's done.
Oh, okay. They ended up losing.
Yeah, 27-17.
Oh, okay. Rodney Hill said DPs remember when Jack Johnson fought James Jeffrey.
Isn't Jack Johnson that black fighter from
Yes. Give me a dime and nickel on Jack Johnson. Wait, what? Oh man. That's crazy. CT Hill says great win for the Falcons and the Dogs, but the Falcons really need to improve their defense, especially the secondary, and the two defenders didn't turn around to look for the ball. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to have to get coached up. James King, he says Phillies World Series 2022 Game 5. Okay. Two Evolve says you got to find a way to win those ugly games. That gives the team a whole heap of confidence late in the season and going into the playoffs. And you're right, Coach. Those ugly games, they make a huge difference. Mr. Jazz Tone, he gave us a 1. I forgot what was the last 1 and 2, Coach Ron?
I don't remember. I'll have to scroll. Was it a PI?
Yeah. That's what it was. Mr. Jazz Tone, he feels like that was a PI. And I completely agree with you, Coach. Tony Wright says, yeah, Lo, and we play the Chargers and at the Panthers in the next 11 days. Panthers next Thursday night. Don't forget this, guys. The Chargers, they were on a bye week this week. So
we play everybody after the bye.
I know it. I hate that. So the Chargers, so the Chargers being on the bye week, they were just sitting back watching us. And whenever you play those tight emotional games like this, sometimes you come out a little bit stagnant that next week. So it's going to be tough. Tremel, he says same thing. It makes you laugh, makes you cry. Hey, you right about that. Sometimes the same thing make you cry, make you laugh too, though. You need me to open that for you, baby? You have some trouble there, eh?
I don't know if you need the top or not.
Nah, I don't need the top.
Whatever.
There you go. Oh man. But yeah. So moving forward, guys, it was a great thing that we got this win. I definitely enjoyed it. In the meantime, we got to get ready for these Chargers. So look, I appreciate each and every one of last y'all for chilling out with us. Much love to y'all. Falcons, number 1 in the division, 4-4. We're going to try to see if we can get over 500 next week. Every time we try to get over it, we fall back down. So let's see if we can get over it this week.
Rodney Hill says our bye week is in the off season.
Yes, that's what our bye week is. Yes.
Week 14.
Right? Yeah, it's like week 14. Yeah, it's real late. But moving forward, make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't hit it yet. Also, share the channel. You don't have to share it just on YouTube. So you can share the channel on Facebook. So, while you're on Facebook checking up on your old high school sweetheart, just go ahead and put it in there and say, hey, we got this young Thundercat, this old Thundercat, this middle-aged Thundercat over here that's chopping it up about football and everything else. And you can put it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just let people know that we over here having a really good time. Also, if this is your first time watching, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all But look, once again, I'm gonna let y'all know something. This show is this show because of y'all. I'm telling y'all, man. This show because of y'all. Y'all, Coach Willie Dodd, he seen me today. He was like, "Hey, Coach, you have a really good show." I said, "Hey, y'all have a really good show." I just sit here and read the comments. Y'all have a real good show. But look, man, I know that it's getting late. I know y'all got to get ready for work tomorrow. Y'all stay safe. Please don't do anything that I would do. Y'all already know, man. We ready.